Sunday morning, 2:30.
You're a Christian,
Huh?
You're a Christian.
No. I'm a
Yeah, before.
I'm a truthian. A truthian. Everybody has a different denomination, so I don't really pick one.
Okay, but you believe in the Bible.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Hey, that's who saved me. I was a drug addict, alcoholic, and I'm in recovery.
Good.
Off the drugs, never off the alcohol.
That's awesome.
Only through the grace of God.
Yep. So I denounce myself as being a Christian publicly because I'm not a Christian. A truthian. There's only one denomination, and it's truth. So 2:30 Sunday morning, you got angels ascending first, and then absolute freaking complete destruction next, because the fallen angels are going to come down from the wall, one side of the wall, other side of the wall, above our second floor. There's a second floor above this one here. You just can't see it because the wall is up. They built a wall in troublous times. And there's a few different people responsible for the images that people are going to be worshiping. They're going to be worshiping the images from the beast. The beast is getting ready to... Oh, he's going to do an hour's worth. It's probably going to... It's going to take him like 1 hour to destroy Philadelphia. Absolute destroy. Annihilation of Philadelphia. But 2:30 Sunday morning is the... Well, that's what kickstarts everything. You know how last Friday the 13th passed by? It was the 13th. It was on a Friday. It was on a Friday, and it was the 13th. Yeah, it was, nothing happened, of course. Nothing happened on Friday the 13th. This 13th coming around, it's not Friday, but well, today's the 10th. Today's the beginning of the 3-2-1 countdown. Because it's 10-10. 10-10 wins. The party has started. There's a party that starts. The 10-10. Which is Thursday. Today's Thursday, September 10th, 2019. Tomorrow's the 11th. Friday, which is one day. Saturday is the 12th, which is 2 days. And then Sunday morning, it's 3 days. The entire day through, all the way through. So that's 3 days. And we're going to see angels and demons ascending and descending up in our wall. Right now, the wall, right now it's clear blue. Over there, it's has a painting. It's like foggy clouds, kind of. And so on Sunday, the same exact day, at Lowe's. I know it changes from Lowe's to Home Depot, but the same exact day, the Lowe's there's going to be an incident at Lowe's. It's going to be, I see it as being like this major news dominating event, along with the fact that millions of people just disappeared. And you know, I don't know what we've seen. Like there's some images out there that people are showing that they seen, like on their cell phones. What the hell's in my eye? That must be a plank. People, they're gonna have cell phone footage of the Rapture happening on Sunday. On Sunday, 10/13. I know my dates keep changing, but that's because I keep listening right now to the most important mouthpiece for the elite to unravel their plan in front of you. Now they can say, like, you know, good, Robin, I'm glad you know that destruction is going to happen right in your city, and it's 3, 2, 1, and it's going to be the Rapture, and it's going to be like, then it's going to be all hell breaking loose, and then it's going to be Lowe's, possibly the Home Depot, and then it's going to be the same, because it's the same day. It starts on the 13th, the Rapture, and then the same day would be the Lowe's incident, right? And then, how do I know this? I've tried to explain it to you. Then, on Monday morning, if you go to your O box, and you pick out the identical piece of paper with the script written on it, then what happens is you'll repeat the same event. You know, right there, right near where the Starbucks is, because we're not going to be able to have our Starbucks anymore. You know what I mean, Robin? No more Starbucks. You think your little heaven on earth's going to come down? I don't think so. I don't think so, Robin. They promised me to rule the world. You're going to have to deal with it for the next 3.5 years. It's not going to be 3.5 days. Nope. So heaven's not coming down on earth for you, Robin. Just saying. A bank run is coming to Philadelphia. Not alone, not just America, but it's coming to Philadelphia because it starts. I mean, it's coming to America because it starts in Philadelphia. And Jonathan Kleck knows all about it. Jonathan Vargo Kleck. So to the CIA, the FBI, the NSA, the ones that actually do give a shit about people and human life, just make sure you go knocking at the right door after you guys lock me up. When are you coming from? I think you're coming from me a little bit earlier. Is it Sunday? Are you guys coming for me on Sunday? The 13th? 13th, 14th? It's something like that. It's 13th or the 14th. Because once Philadelphia gets hit, they don't want me saying anything after that. But the whole purpose of getting locked up is to charge me with, or I don't know about charging. Well, you can get charged up for all kinds of things, but it's more like questioning. Because I remember back on when I descended to the Philadelphia shooting on August 14th, right before any interviews were being given at the Temple University Hospital. Once I descended there, and then there was these people they wanted to have a conversation, right? But I guess they tried calling and they got, and that phone, they answered the phone, but then it just hung up on them. And so once the phone hung up, they couldn't get a hold of anybody. But it really wasn't me hanging up. It was just I never set my voicemail. It just went, when you called, it just kind of picked up and hung up on itself. But I mean, it didn't hang up, just, you just leave a message when I'm trying to tell you. So they wanted to just talk, you know, as a person of interest to see, like, you know, we got to go back to the videos, we got to rewind them, we got to fast forward, we got to see, like, where did he come from, and then where is he going to go next. And that way, because they were looking for, like, a medium or something. They were calling it a media. I mean, to see if there was any mediums. They were looking for anybody that had a crystal ball to see if you can, like, kind of tell what they're up to before they're up to it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not supposed to make sense. Until I sit down at the computer and then put it all in front of your face. But right now, I'm not really supposed to make sense. Only if you've been paying attention closely to the Jonathan Wells Fargo click, then you'll know that there's a bunch of... See, I thought Steve was the only one. Steve and James, Deshaun. No, he's not the only one that knows the world script. Does he have a high say in the things? Yeah, I think so. Is he playing out? See, Steve's a better candidate for the pretend messiah because he's acting like he's poor. Click, he's bragging. Well, Steve was bragging too about his $250,000 a year. His dad's a millionaire, acts like he doesn't take care of it. But Click, you know, oh look, remember this scene? I do. Speaking of descending to the scene, right here was the beginning of it. August 14th, driving home, 5:04. I wound up getting here at 5:04. This thing is 5:04, the bell rung. The horn sounded like 7 times. Immediately, as soon as I aimed my phone at the time, because the shootings happened at 4:35. And that's where it began. Three, two, one. Kleck owns that vet. It's his vet. It's his. That's where they do sacrifice of animals. It's just pure speculation, of course, because I'm the accuser. I accuse people of what I know that they are when they try to hide it. You know, like the portrait that Kleck drew for Obama. There's some people sticking up for him, saying it's somebody else, but that's just what agents do. They relentlessly stick up for lies. It's just what their job is. It's all coming to an end. So anyway, when you guys are coming in my direction, just know this. Just know this. I know when you guys are heading in my direction. Therefore, I know the end result afterwards. The end result isn't what... It's not what people think. There's other people behind those scenes. They already know the same thing that I do. But they can't say it, they can't admit it. They have to still push fear porn. They have to still try to get me to believe that they're going to kill me. They're going to kill me because Well, why would they kill me? Well, the story would be because I know their script and I'm exposing it. And they'll say, well, nothing's ever happened. It never happened, nothing's happened. I think I blocked a few of you idiots. I'm just tired of hearing it as I read the comments. Nothing's ever going to happen. Nothing will happen. Yeah, well, Jonathan Vargo Kleck is making it more obvious than ever. I know that's his purpose. His plan is to try to make it as obvious as he can. But at the same time, he wants to make... It's more like this. He wants to be honest. So he'll say what is truly going to happen by saying, like, I'm down with my demons. By asking you to imagine that if you're him and his clothing line. They're telling you they're just killing you straight, you know, to your face. Like, to your face as he gets closer to the camera. He thinks he's slick by saying it. Like nobody can figure out exactly what he's doing. So this timeline, look, Kleck is laying it down. He's telling you it's 2:30 Sunday morning. He's not telling you it's the 13th. I'm telling you it's the 13th. They all won right now. It's 10-10. They won. So yeah, there's 3 days, 3, 2, 1, and then it's time to start the show, the scariest movie ever, because it goes to the end of the 24th of October. Because the 21st, Kleck is looking for New Jerusalem to come down, adorned as a bride. I think him and Michael Spears gets married on the 21st. That's, yeah. I don't know what day it is, but you guys didn't give me a wedding invitation. Why am I not invited to your wedding? I'll go. I mean, I don't care if, whatever, you know, it's your preference. It's your preference. I would prefer, but so be it. To each his own. Everybody has their own decisions to make, and we all live our lives. Nobody actually burns in hell when you die. You're burning in hell right now. Your lustful desires that are never quenched, digging into your bottomless pit. So the beast arises out of the pit when the rapture happens. So, it's 3 in a row. 3 in a row. When the rapture happens, does the star hit also? Does the star hit at 2:30 in the morning? Or is it the great earthquake that happens? What happens first? The rapture, then the earthquake? Rapture, earthquake, same day. The same day that rapture happens is going to be, it's either the Home Depot mass homicides or the Lowe's, because at 2:30 in the morning on Sunday, everybody that's involved is going to be there down Broad Street setting up the scene for the destruction, whether they have the bombs already set up and they have the projections ready to go, and Kleck has his images getting ready to come to life. Well, they're all going to be there in that area. So to the FBI and the NSA and the CIA, the ones that actually care, I mean, it's not my job, you know. This isn't my job. This is not a job. It's your job. My purpose is to just tell you what I think is going to happen and then prevent it from happening. If I can give you enough details as to who's involved: Jonathan Vargo, Kleck, Stephen James DeShawn, Christopher Green, Richie from Boston, a call for an uprising. Everybody that's involved, the top elitists, their sons that are planted on YouTube to push fear and lie to us, they're all involved. So this coup that's happening, or the military ramping up, being activated, the military has to, well, you got to stick with the defending the Constitution. Remember, there's only a small amount of people that are disgusting, sickening human beings that don't give a shit about you. You know, top Marines, they don't give a shit about you. But I know that it's like, we're all human. We all have a heart. We all have a heart, but even the angriest, most pissed off Luciferian still has a heart. It's just, you don't dip into that Christ account very often. But that's the whole point of these end days. The end days of the end of time. The end of all the wars and everything that's putting people against each other. When everybody comes together, and I know it's like kumbaya, but it really is going to be kumbaya. Because once the... See, Steve was placed here to take down the elite anyway. I'm just helping him. And I know it seems like crazy to people to think, because, well, you can't see what I see. But I'm trying the best I can to put it in front of you to see it. I show you why I think these. At least I show you why I think this. And when people still ask the question, where do you even get your information from? Because some people are annoyed at it because they think that I think I know everything when I don't. That's why I'm continually searching. Isn't that what you're supposed to do? Keep searching until you find out answers. I just stay on the people that I need to stay on until I figure out what I need to figure out. And Jonathan Vargo Kleck, I know it's not his real name, but whatever. It's not Stephen James. These aren't real names. But the people that claim those names, you have to go and search them out when these things happen. But that's why, just in case if Steve hasn't changed his mind, because at one point, I do know this, at one point, Steve and James DeShawn was all for the same plan that Kleck is for. Kleck can't see what Steve can see, and Kleck can't see what I can see. What I can see and what Steve can see is the missing pieces to take down the elite. Because Steve's from the inside, grounded deeply inside the roots of the Illuminati, 33rd degree Masons, and that's the best thing about it, because surveilling the 144, he's able to see the truth, and his heart actually changed because of it. Kleck is still blind. He just wants to murder people. He wants to print it on the clothes, and he just wants to round up the 144. I think he wants to put us in barn, what's the address, 5490? I think it's 5490. We're supposed to get rounded up, just like the event at Australia, where they have everybody pouring blood on them. I think the person peel your skin off or something like that. I think Kleck wants to really do that, and I know that Steve doesn't, but he has to pretend that he does. So Steve's taking him down from the inside out. I'm taking him down from the outside in, and with the help of other people's eyes and pineal glands that sense the same thing. Look, I don't know how it's all going to happen. I just know that God he just is not. My God, he's not going to allow Jonathan Kleck to rule for 3.5 years. But he will allow the strong delusion to come over his ass so he can believe the lie. The whole world's deceived by Satan, including myself. I've been deceived. I feel like I'm picking up on his plans now. And then once you pick up on his plans, then I understand his role to play in this world is at these end times. He's here to deceive everybody and anybody. Because in the end, everybody recognizes who God is. They just do. So what's with the 4-3-2-1? Well, the 4-3-2-1 comes October 20th, because it's the 20th, 4, 21st, 3, 22, 2, and 24, 1. And then there's a open sky treaty that Trump is going to sign. And then what happens with that is our original sun can reappear. And then there's 7 days of waiting and waiting it out, and there's like a cleansing process that needs to happen to Jonathan Vargo. But the 3-2-1, because there's a 3-2-1 and there's a 4-3-2-1. There's a 1-2-3. They want you to see that backwards, and then there's a 4-3-2-1 with the TV in the middle between the 2 and the 3. Because between the 2 and the 3 is the scariest movie ever. Because we're going to see that TV being projected on these walls. These are walls. They're great walls, especially San Diego. San Diego has a great wall because not only is it always like sunny in San Diego, but the weather wall is always, what is it, like 77 degrees? It's perfect. Perfect. Ten. 3, 2, 1. 10-13, the number of the good steward. 10-13-19 begins the 3 in a row here in Philadelphia. So what's going to be the 3 in a row? Well, it's looking like 3 in a row is the Rapture first, which starts, it just starts everything. Everything gets started. All hell breaking loose. I'm just repeating myself. You know, like I always do. Just repetitive. Because if I don't get on every day, I can't brainwash you guys. And I know, brainwash. I'm purposely trying to brainwash everybody. Everybody, all of my subs. I want to brainwash you. The brain that you have. When you get washed from your preconceived ideas, then you get cleansed. Like your brain gets washed from the fear, from the doubt, from the worry, from the lies. You get washed. Your brain gets washed. What is Kleck trying to do? He's trying to he ain't trying to wash it. He's trying to make it filthy. So he's not trying to brainwash it. He's trying to make your brain fogged up, just like the sky is. That way God can't see you, And if your third eye's clogged up, then you're not going to be able to have a connection with God. Oh yeah, the street has to be cleared. Kleck is going to clear the street. Kleck is the collector. He wants to collect the bodies of the 144. He wants to put them in a barn. He wants to scale us, and he wants to throw blood on us, and whatever other creepy, disgusting thing that these rituals are all about, that are going to stop. These rituals are going to stop. So he needs to clear Broad Street. He needs to go down Broadway, clear it out, the street, get it ready for the he has to also, when he made his little ark, You see all the limbs from the trees everywhere, from the trees that he cut down, the trees that the limbs, you know, you see all the limbs from the trees that were blown up because your mind's gonna explode. And wait till he drops the bomb on us. After he clear, I mean, he's gonna clear Broadway. Once the bomb drops, the trees, the limbs are gonna be everywhere, and he's gonna make way, you know, for the siding, because the house needs to be sided. In the end, they got to put a new veneer on the outside of the corrupted house that's disgusting on the inside. So he's looking to put a new veneer, the siding on the end, at the end. And you know, once the banks collapse, and once Columbus Day comes around, and once the second 9/11, if it's not prevented in Philadelphia, after driving it home and beating it into your heads that it's going to happen, this is their plan. The only way it can stop is if you guys stop it. I can't stop the damn plan. I can only tell you what they're telling the world that they're going to do. It's their plan. 848. Kleck has his video. He has Obama's portrait. He drew it. He has the 848. Stand still and know that I am God. He's telling you he's God. He's not. He's just an antichrist. And then Daniel 12. Daniel 12 is what comes next, because it's, I mean, this vision that Daniel seen and nobody else did. Well, you know, if it happens like that and you guys don't stop it, then I guess that's my vision that I seen and you guys didn't. And then a great quaking falls upon the people, and they all fled to hide themselves when you're supposed to stop it. So just know that, you know, the ones that are coming after me, when you do come after me, when you do come to get me, the FBI raids my house because I'm the one telling you what's going to happen with these events, and they're going to try to pin it on me because I can see it. Well, I can see it. If I just said it and I didn't try to show evidence as to where I'm getting the information from, then yeah, I'd be screwed. But it's already out there. The jury, it's you guys. The judge is God Almighty. I'm just the defense lawyer and the DA, the prosecutor, and the public offender, the public defender and the public offender. So I'm just here to tell you guys what I think is going to happen. It's up to you to stop it. So when you do come for me, and then the plan unravels, just remember, I told you beforehand how things are going to pan out, which means I understand how your life's going to pan out too, if you do wrong or right.